Yo, what's up guys, I'm Yannick from Producer Schooll, and in this tutorial I will show you how to make EDM like EDX. It's been a while since we did a EDM like tutorial, but it's time now for a new one. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done it yet, and let's get straight into this. The first thing you want to do is to set the tempo to 103 BPM. EDX's style is deep house and it's around 123 BPM. I already made a melody and it goes like this. And what we need to do now is to add some more layers, and I'm going to add this silent one layer. It's a plug called Watch Out from Vandalism Sounds. So let's copy and paste it. And it really gives that deep effect. So let's add another layer. So now we have the three main leads and we can start processing them. So let's start with the first lead. Let's remove some low frequencies. And let's boost some of the high frequencies. Let's move on to the next one. Again, cutting out some low frequencies. And what I want to add next is a dimension expander, and it gives a really nice effect, a kind of delay effect. I will show it to you. And it adds a kind of a dimension to the sound. And then the third one. And I'm going to add a stereo shaper to make it stereo. And a sausage fattener to fatten up the sound a bit. The lead sounds pretty decent, I think. Let's add a bit of reverb. I have a preset for that. With just a really short decay time. And of course we can't forget the sidechain with a kickstart. So now the leads are done and we can start creating the bass. Let's copy the bass notes of the melody. And I'm going to put it in a new pattern and add some layers. And I'm going to extend the length of the notes a bit. And let's add another layer. And this layer has a lot of punch, as you can hear. And the last one, that's Aspire one. So let's process them. I'm going to start with the first one. It's a massive bass. I'm removing just a little bit of the low frequencies, and this is my lowest bass. So yeah, you can call it the sub bass, of course. And I'm not going to do anything more with the sound. Let's move on to this one. And I'm going to saturate the sound with a FEP filter Saturn. And this really gives the sound a pretty warm sound. And this is also a really cool layer, I think. Let's add a bit of distortion with the Fruity plugin. And then we have the last layer. And as you can see, EDX uses a lot of plucky basses, so it gives a lot of punch and a lot of attack. So the drop will hit really hard. And let's add a sound equalizer to fatten up the sound. And of course, we can't forget the kickstart. Let's decrease the fast distortion a bit. And if you put the leads and bass together, it will sound like this. And this part of the melody is going to be for the second part of the drop. So I'm going to cut it right now and then extend this one. And then this part we want, it's the second part of the drop, so we want the second melody with just a change on the second bar. Now we can start creating the drums. I'm going to use a punchy kick for this one. And let's add it. And now I'm going to add some claps to add some more variation for the drums. And of course, I'm going to add a percussion These types of percussion EDX use a lot. So like this, and let's also add this to the second part of the drop. And in the second part of the drop, I'm going to introduce some more drum loops and hi-hats. So let's start with adding this one. It's a kind of tropical bongo loop. And of course we can't forget the hi-hat, that's really important. As you can see, I added some FX, like this one, it's a vocal loop. And in the second part of the drop you can hear it better because it's an automation of the EQ. And it's just to add some more atmospheric effects to the drop. And I added some sweeps up like this one. And what you can do if you want to fill up some space in your drop, especially deep house drops, you can add some white noise. And then on a certain moment it stops, it goes up or down, and it just fills up some space, as you can hear. Wait. And finally, if you add everything together, it will sound like this. I hope you learned something new from this video. If you want to support the channel, go check out the link in the description, which will lead to a Patreon page of us. So check it out. Comment down below what you think of this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next tutorial.